Hey everybody, and welcome back to SCDCENT Presents The Aged Woman. I am that lady, Miss Nicole, and today I want to bring you guys a recipe that was inspired by the Minister of Wellness, and it is my version of some dulce chow chow. Now, as you know, dulce is a seaweed. Um, you can definitely Google all the nutrients and everything that's in dulce. Um, and I have made this a couple of times. This is my second time making uh, this concoction, and it is delicious. You cannot overdose on this stuff. You definitely want to take your time and just use a little bit at a time. And as you can see, this is like really good and really old. And it's basically like chow chow. So what I do, I've already rinsed this off and let it dry a little bit because I didn't want to add like extra water to it. So what I do is I take the dulce. I'm doing this with one hand, y'all, so you're going to have to excuse me. I take the dulce. I put that in the jar, right? I'm going to get all this delicious, healthy, and nutritious things in this jar. Now, guys, just remember that this is medicine, so you don't want to be a gluttonous about this stuff. You definitely want to be cautious about eating it. All right, so the next thing that I have is some colored peppers. Let me open them real quick. And yes, they are frozen. That's why I didn't want to put more water in there with the dulce, because I don't want, the onions are already frozen, so they're going to put some more water in there. So now what I'm going to do is I got some colored peppers that I chopped up, and a celery, all kind of pepper, different color peppers. And I'm going to push those down in there really deep. All right. Sorry, making a mess. All right. So we're going to take those peppers and mush them down in there. Then we're going to take, I have some regular white onions, and I have some delicious, my favorite red onions. And I'm going to push those down in there too. And fill that up. So your jar is nice and full. See that? It's already pretty. And this is just an old jar, so don't pay attention to the paper that's on it. But you see that dulce down there to the bottom? Oh, that's so good. And I also got a little creative with it, and I threw a little bit of mixed chard and just some different romaine lettuce and big pieces of kale down in there, you know, because I can definitely flip this and use it. So now what I'm going to do is I have a little bit of oil that I like to use. So I'll add a little bit of that in there. Let me shake it up some. I like to put this submarine sauce because it's got all kind of different herbs and different things inside of that. So I put a little bit of that on top. Then my favorite sun-dried tomato. Shake that up. And I'm going to squirt some of this in here. Now I'm going to definitely need a spoon. So let me take the spoon. And I'm just going to push that down in there like this. Because it is, like I say, the onions and stuff is frozen. But you just want to mush those down in there so you can get some juice down in there. All right. Let me get that piece. All right. So put that back in there. All right. So I'm going to add a little bit more of this. And guys, you can use whatever kind of dressing you want. You can use whatever kind of oil base you want, whatever kind of dressing you want. It's totally up to you. But what you're going to do, the final thing that I like to use, and I don't have it right here at this very moment in time, but I'm going to squeeze some lime juice in here and apple cider vinegar. Okay, going to pour a little bit of vinegar in here, just like you would regular chow chow. And you probably wouldn't even make chow chow like this. But we do know that fermented food is really good for you. And if you let this stuff just sit and ferment, you can add this to anything, just as a little side dish, a little pico de gallo, but it won't be the pico de gallo. It'll be a little dulce de gallo. You know what I'm saying? It is absolutely delicious. Now, like I said, if you like chow chow, I'm from down south, so you know we like chow chow down here. But you could pretty much put this on just about anything. I use it sometimes when I have like mixed lettuce. I'll just add some of that to the mixed lettuce. A lot of times you don't have to add any more dressing because this is already in a dressing. The peppers and everything is just absolutely wonderful. So you guys, there you have it. Now, you can also top this off with a little bit of sugar, a little cane sugar if you like to add to it. I don't usually add any sugar or anything else to it. You could put a little heat to it if you would like. But if your iron is low and you want to incorporate some goodness into your diet, dulce chow chow is where it is. So I hope that this video helped. You definitely need to get you a jar of this and have it in the refrigerator. And I guarantee you it will not last long. You see that good old lettuce and all that stuff in there? And I've had this for a minute. And like I say, what I'll do is after it sits for a while, I'll come and just stir it up. And then I'll just put the lid back on it and I'll set it in the refrigerator. No cooking. I don't cook it. I don't heat it up. It's just straight chopped up, placed in a jar, add all my peppers, and it's absolutely delicious, guys. You're going to love it. So post a comment down below if you tried this or if you have another recipe. If you have any questions, feel free to hit me up. Make sure you like and subscribe to my channel. And you can definitely hit me up on Facebook, NicoleArcha. And you can also join my women's club if you're a female, Sisters in Yahawashai. And I also am on Anchor Radio. You can look me up, theagewoman.com. And you guys have a great day. And make sure you get you some dulce chow chow. Talk to you later. Shalom.